Well, hi Boris, nice to meet you here at the Next Web event.
Thank you.
What I noticed, and I discussed with my colleagues yesterday, is that somehow this event looks like a big dance event, somehow. So,
like a festival.
Yeah, so we in the Netherlands we have Lowlands, or we have like the outdoor events.
Yeah.
And I was curious, in what way did it inspire you? Do you like dance events too? Do you visit those? And
I do.
Are those like inspired in how you set up this event?
Well, I think so. I think the point of those events is to have a good time, to enjoy the show and to make friends, maybe meet a partner, who knows. And I think we are trying to show people that doing business can be fun. You can work with friends, you can have a good time. It doesn't always have to be serious. In fact, if you're joking around, if you have a great business relationship and you can laugh together, that's the best of both worlds. So I think that inspired us to not have a business event that's just very like businessy-like, but get our inspiration more from festivals.
Okay, great. I love the approach, by the way.
Thank you.
So my first visit to the Next Web was like 9 years ago.
Yeah.
And the big difference with then was that there were almost no business-to-business startups. So it was really web-based. And I was curious, how did this change over time? What was the most important way that we have so many, like corporates here now and then business-to-business startups?
Yeah.
How did that change? Because
well, as we grew, I think we started diversifying. So when we just started, we were really an internet event for internet startups and internet developers and internet investors. That distinction disappeared. So now every company in the world is affected by digital technology. And because they all show up here, we also are interesting for the bigger companies and the more traditional companies, because they also want to know what changes, including the business-to-business companies.
Great improvement also. So my last question, since you're in a hurry, you mentioned about personal in your keynote and a blog post you did earlier last week.
Yes.
What was your most personal moment so far for this conference?
So far, I had a lot. It's really great when speakers come off stage, give me a hug and say it's so amazing to connect with the audience when you just feel when they're living through your keynote instead of just sort of Facebooking on the side, but like people really absorb what you have to say. And we coach our speakers and we say, make it personal, talk about your personal experience, tell stories, not just facts, so you can engage with the audience. And no matter that happens and they feel the connection, that's great. Every year we've had speakers that came off stage and say there were people in the audience crying. And that's always like a great sign for us when we say, all right, so now you're hitting an emotional point where it's not just about business, not just about data, it's really about how it's all changing our lives, hopefully for the better.
Great. Thanks, and thanks for having me here.
Thank you.
Bye.